Hey guys, Jude here. Today's Thursday, and there's the haircut. That happened. I am so tired because it's not Thursday. It's actually 4:53 a.m. on Friday because I didn't sleep. I started watching a show, and last night I went to bed at like 4 a.m. also. There's like a bunch of hair on the mic. Anyway, I am so tired. I think I'm gonna just go to sleep now. I mean, not like right now. Because I'm recording the vlog. What happened on Thursday was I got the haircut. It's cut and it's gone. And then I went to work. And then I went home. Yeah, that's basically everything. So, when I think of like this is a weird transition, but when I think of like the phone bill, like how much it costs to keep, I don't know why the clock looks like that, but that does for some reason. It's a bug. But when I think of like the phone and how much it should cost per month, I think like $20. That's pretty cheap, but it's like, and like a decade ago, maybe like 2 decades ago, maybe, $50, maybe $50 a month, sure. But nope, it's 80 something a month. And because we're the family plan, whatever, together, it's actually like 70 per phone. Anyway, I'm mentioning this because my mom, understandably, is like, can you guys start paying for your own, your phone bill? And I was like, $70 is a lot. She was paying for all three, so that's pretty fucking cool, actually, but $70 is a lot. And so I'm looking at other things, I'm like, well, she's like, you just get it cheaper elsewhere. All the big cellular companies, don't have plans that just aren't unlimited. Well, they do, but they're still called unlimited, and you still pay, the absurd price, but they're still capped. Once you reach a certain amount of data, they just the speed is slowed down to it's you can't even use the thing anyway, so might as well just whatever. Basically, I was looking at okay, I'll just get my own thing. Troubles with having to unlock the phone, which they're paid off, so we can do that, and transferring the number or whatever. I looked for the obvious ones where you just go to those cheap things like a Mint Mobile or whatever, where it's $15 a month, but really it's it's prepaid, so you pay the full year, which is fine. It's better. $180 a year is better than $800 a year, but you're limited to 5 gigabytes, which I was looking at how much data I use on here, and I never reset the data thing, so it's looking over the course of almost 4, no, it is over the course of 4 years, and it's you used a terabyte, and I'm like, okay, well, how much is that whatever day? It's 20 gigabytes. I was going to actually do that, so today I was looking at my mom's my AT&T app, because I have to get the number transfer thing, and I was just trying to figure out how to do that before we do anything first. And I was able to see how much data my phone used so far this month and last month. And this month so far it was 7 gigabytes. And this is the past 3 days. So that automatically means my data would be throttled on the Mint Mobile thing down to be unusable, because that thing starts at 5 gigabytes. And it turns out last month I used 50 or 60 gigabytes, and the month before that was 70 gigabytes. So yeah. And Mint Mobile's unlimited plan is just 40 gigabytes it's capped at. And that's 30 a month, which is still better than 70 a month, but I use a lot more than that. Now that I'm thinking about it, 30 a month, I could lower my usage down. I could limit it to 40, I think. 5 might just be too little. The main problem is I use my phone a lot. Well, I used, especially since work. Most of those was probably just because of work. I listen to music using my phone while at work. Sometimes I stream it. Sometimes I use I was gonna say iTunes, but I use the music app. And I guess if I just fully switched to just using the music app, then I'd probably just be fine with that. And of course, when you run out of data, that's the data. You can still call and text and things. Paying the whatever 300 whatever a year is better than 800. So maybe I should still do that and just deal with, if I use more than 40 gigs, it'll be throttled, but at least I'm not paying 70 a month. I can afford 70 a month. As I've said, I have plenty of money saved up. I make at least more than that a month. It's just I've been in the not spending money mood for a very long time at this point. But also just, I know I said I wanted to start buying some things. Like, if there's something that I really need, like, don't stress, like, just get it, you know, whatever. If there's something that's, like, fun, you could do it, because I was in, like, that depression, and I kind of am still, I guess, but it's, you know, it was pretty bad. The stuff that I've bought so far hasn't actually really helped with that, because the last two big purchases I've made, those headphones, and then I bought that desk. I don't even know if I mentioned that, but I bought the desk and then returned it. Not returned it, but I canceled the order. Because it was just like, man, it's like just me, buyer's remorse. But anyway, yeah. Maybe I should do that thing with the 40 gigabyte limit. Because even that $30 a month or whatever, that's still better than what I could get on, like, some of the big carriers' actual prepaid things, which is like 50 something a month or something like that. And you get, 40, 50 gigabytes? I guess I should look on the My AT&T app, like, look further back from, like, before I listen to music at work, because maybe it would show, like, less data. But basically, most of the data comes from that, probably, and also, I use my phone pretty much exclusively on data, and it's never really ever on Wi-Fi, because the Wi-Fi works, then it, like, gets throttled. And I do, because I live in this building out back behind the house. I try to go into the house, it disconnects from my Wi-Fi, and then it connects to that one, but, like, that one doesn't work for some reason. It's like, oh, just stay on data all the time. That's probably why. Because I'll put my headphones on when I'm going inside to, like, make food or something, and I'll be watching a video or whatever. You know, I'm not even looking at the video, and it's, like, in 1080p or whatever. Like, that's a lot of data, and it's, you know, maybe just cut back on that, or limit the resolution when I'm on data to be like 360p. It doesn't have to be that much, you know. It's a little phone screen as well. And the phone itself, I was thinking, I had basically a plan where last year I was gonna upgrade my phone. I was gonna upgrade my phone, and I was going to actually get my own carrier and just, you know, deal with that. But I figured this phone probably has another year left in it. The battery is at 79% capacity, and it's been pretty bad, actually. I thought it has another year in it, and it definitely does. I'll just have to deal with some problems, being it's pretty slow, but it still works. So, I mean, whatever. Just go until they don't support it, I guess. The battery, though, doesn't last very long at all. It's at 79% capacity. It even says, service the battery, which I could. It'd be $90 to service it, plus shipping. If I don't want to drive to Albany, I could just ship it, but still. And ordinarily, I would just go, okay, do that, because spend $1,000 on a phone, or $90, and this thing will basically be back in, like, better shape than it is now. Except with the 10R, people are saying, like, iOS 18 might be the last iOS for it. iOS 17 might be the last one. Of course, it'll get security updates, and it'll be fine for another year, even though it's on iOS 17. And with this carrier thing going on, I was like, well, maybe I should just get the new phone or whatever. No, I'm not gonna do that. Because what I was going to do was I was gonna get the 15 when it came out. I was gonna be like, just get the latest and greatest, whatever. Well, the 15 Pro Max, because I wanted a bigger screen, because I do use this for watching videos when I do go into the thing. Anyway, yeah, just that. But then the 15 was like, it's cool. If I didn't own this camera, I would definitely have got the 15, because the way better, like, the camera on that looks pretty damn good. It still looks like an iPhone to me. If I see it, I'm like, oh, that's an iPhone. But still, it's good in the USB-C and all that stuff, but I have this camera, so it doesn't really matter. So I can hold on to this for another year, and then upgrade when the 16 comes out. And I heard that the 15 Pro was going to get, like, the bigger screen, the 0.2-inch bigger screens, you know, but it didn't, which means it's actually, like, slightly smaller than the 14 Pro, but get the bezel shrink. But the 16 is gonna have the slightly bigger screen, so I thought, oh, well, I guess, yeah, just wait for the 16, get the 16, whatever. 16 is also gonna have, like, its own button on there for, like, the camera and stuff. But if this thing, you know, if it's got, like, another year in it after that, then, you know, sure, whatever. The battery might be at, like, mid to low 70s by then, though, and it'd be pretty shit. Because once, I remember with my iPhone 6S, once it got to that point, it just, like, dropped dramatically. So maybe that $90 for the new battery, which that's another thing. If I don't get the new battery now, when this thing is not, like, officially supported, like, discontinued, you know, like, it's not, like, iOS 18 is not supported, they might just stop servicing them. Either I don't get the battery, because I think I'm going to upgrade by the end of this year anyway, or I do get the battery, because if I don't, and I decide not to upgrade, they might not let me, you know, get a new battery from Apple. I'd probably have to go third party, but, you know, it's, I don't know, you know, the fuck does that mean? Whatever. Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I know this, if people comment or whatever, there should be like, you have a fucking 10R, and you should probably just upgrade, but really, honestly, it's fine. if anything, I shouldn't really upgrade to the 16 Pro Max, whatever the fuck, when that comes out, and should just get like a 13, or by then probably a 14, because it would be like, what's the 13 right now is like $599, so by then the 14 would be $599, you know, whatever, stop saying you know. But anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow, actually, now that I've said that over and over and over and over again. I'll see you, okay, this is weird lighting. I'll see you guys tomorrow.